Guess what? Trump. Congress calls Prince Andrew to testify. We got more. You know we break it right here. Let me get this camera straight for us. Boom. Let me get that over there. A little bit more, as much as we can get. And I think we're I'll go with that for today. Let's go with that for today. How you guys doing this Purple Sunday? It's your boy Bugatti NYC, and like I always tell you, you could have went anywhere. But the fact of the matter that you came here to chill with me, I appreciate you. Let's see who we got in the building. Good morning. Let's pray for my brother. We got Casey. We got Liberty and Justice in the building this morning. We also got Jeffrey Spilka, Mark Dorfman, good morning. Who else we want to pray for? Rebecca, Lanyan Bueno chiming in from Grand Rapids, Michigan. Everybody else who's coming in, let's get everybody straight. Amen, 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 amen. All right, y'all, we almost ready to go. We got any more names? Who else we got up in here? We got AJ Morazak, okay, Jeffrey Spilka. Already said yours too. That's right, you guys. Get that audio straight over here. Okay, we got that. Got everything going right. We just about ready. How y'all doing this morning? Come on in, y'all. Sunday morning. It's a Purple Sunday. Okay. Just, I got to make sure that we're on point now. Got everything. And it's almost time to go. Me, 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 me. Had to get the voice straight. Y'all know. Uh-oh. I think we ready. I'm ready to go. They're ready to go. It's time to start the show. I hope you're ready, yo. Yo, 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 yo. Oh. Let's wind it up for Purple Sunday. Wind it up for Purple Sunday. Wind it up for Purple Sunday. Wind it up. Come on now, you can do it. I'm going to give you some more energy. Let's go, because I'm ready. They ready, and we already did this song. So let's do it. Come on. Any second now. That's right. Y'all see the purple. Olay. Don't play. And yes, y'all know what we got to do. We got to open up those pores. That's right. We got to open up those pores. That's right. We got that fall weather amongst us. That's right. We got that fall weather amongst us. That's right. Doom, 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 doom. Just because it's Sunday don't mean Purple Sunday don't mean we gotta always do Prince. Doom, 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 doom. I'ma go for it, y'all. I said, baby, when you're grinding, I get so excited. Oh, how I like it. Drama, I can't fight it. Oh, you're dancing real close and real, real slow. You're making it hard for me. Let's go. Here you go. Oh, the slow song you requested, dancing like you're naked. Boo, it's almost like we're sexing. Oh, yeah. Girl, you know I like it. And no, I can't deny it. But you know I can tell I'm excited. Oh, girl, your part. Step back, you're dancing kind of close. I feel a big poke coming through. Of you. Now, girl, I know you felt it, but you know I can't help it. You know what I wanna do, baby, when you're grinding. I get so excited. Oh, how I like it. Drum, I can't fight it. Oh, you're dancing real close. That's my joint right there. And you see, I ain't even really need the lyrics for that, right? Y'all see, I ain't even really need the lyrics for that. But I do have to catch my breath. Because if pump that beat. It's Sunday, November 9th. That's right, y'all. It's 2025. I'm your host, Bugatti NYC, and this here's our bottom line, where we be talking about this and that and that and this and this and that and that, where we be talking about this and that and that and this and this and that. Just got me lit. Boom, 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 doom, 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 doom. Yo, can't even lie. Anybody from that era, when that song came on, if y'all stayed in y'all seats, or if y'all stayed sitting down, I don't know what type of drugs had y'all sitting down. Because when that song came on, that was kind of like when the Benjamins came on. When that baby when we grind, it fills up the whole club. I get so defined, yeah. Oh, how I like it. Drum, I can't fight it. Oh, you're dancing real close. What's going on, Liberty and Justice? How you doing, Angela? Next one on the R&B groups. What's going on? What's up with that? Okay, good song. Thank you. Nice warm up for your next concert. Yes, hit that like button. Yes, he works hard 7 days a week. Yes, that was the remix. Boom, 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 boom. Liberty said you had to dance when you heard that song. See, Liberty, you know what I'm talking about. We right here, Liberty. You know how we do on the 90s rap and the R&B. But I'm just so glad that you guys can make it for Purple Sunday, because you know why? Y'all could have went anywhere. But the fact of the matter that you came here to chill with me on Purple Sunday, I appreciate you. Hope you appreciate the song and the work that we're putting in. I want you guys to go ahead and smash that like button, because we got a lot to get into today. Guess what, New York? I'm going to blow the whistle. Check your food stamps. You might have got your money last night, because actually Kathy Jokel Hokel has already stamped the approval for the food stamps and the SNAP benefits to go through in New York. So if you guys are in New York, the tri-state area, you might want to go ahead and swipe your card and see if you got some money on there. Or all you gotta do is pick up the phone and you make that phone call. Like that video that I watched earlier when they said your cash balance is $0, and the other one said your food stamp balance is $504. He looked at them and said, y'all put on y'all shoes. He got up and was like, beat. They was about to get it, y'all. They was happy they was getting them food stamps. But like I said, yes, New York, they have already approved the food stamps. So hopefully everybody that receives them, that gets the SNAP benefits, you guys can go out there and take care of what y'all got to do and get y'all grub on. Yes, it's your boy Bugatti NYC. It is Purple Sunday. And without any further ado, I'm going to get some shout outs going so we can get to work. Who we got up in the building this morning? We got Angels Among Us. I see who that's K-Cell. I see Hale Go Home, Mark Dorfman, Liberty and Justice, Sky. How you doing, Sky? Shanique. We got Mark up in here, Jed Toner, and everybody else. Let's get to this work, because I got a lot to give you. And you know how I'm gonna do it right now, right? You know what I'm gonna say, right? I got 5 on it. I'm going to stack 5 videos at a time. Let's try to stay on point, on topic, on time, so that we have a great conversation and that we stay on topic. Also, y'all know what else I'm going to say, right? Let's get into these titles. It's time to get to work. Let's go, you guys. Let's go. Without any further ado, what do we have here? I said it, Trump. Congress calls Prince Andrew to testify. And we saw a bit of the clip yesterday. Yes, we had 2 minutes of that and a little bit more that had to do with the Jeffrey Epstein conspiracy, that has to do with former Prince Andrew, who is now, what is his name? Andrew Mountbatten Windsor. That's right, been demoted, name's been stripped, title's been taken away from him. We got a lot more to get into, you guys. Let's keep on moving forward, because what else do we have here? We've got New York State, that's right, to start dispersing SNAP benefits amidst the government shutdown. Told you guys already, go check your cards, see if your money's on there. Let's keep on going, because last but not least, we got this Philadelphia police arrested and charged with youth mentorship program theft. We didn't show it yesterday, we're going to show it today. Without any further ado, It's time to get to work. Let's try to stay on point, on topic. And like I said, I got 5 on it to make sure that we stack the deck right before I come and see what you guys got going on in the chat. Let's get it, you guys. I hope you had a fantastic evening. Hope you got your coffee ready because it's time to get busy. First thing we're going to start off this morning is our President Trump, who basically hosts the prime ministers of Hungary. And he basically reports, a reporter asked him point blank, how long do you think the shutdown is going to last? Because one part is okay where some people are getting their food stamps, but other people that do business, we want to know what's going on because business has to get back to business at some point. Let's go. Let's get it in, y'all.
How long do you think the shutdown will last?
I don't know. It's up to the Democrats. We voted, the Republicans have voted 14 times to open up the country, and the Democrats have voted 14 times to hurt the country, really. They should approve it, but they might not. That's why I like the fact that we terminate the filibuster. If we terminate the filibuster, the country will be open within 10 minutes after that termination because we'll take a second vote, which is the opening of the country, and the Republicans will vote to open the country. That's one of the reasons, not the major reason, by the way. I think it's less important than the other things that we get. But if we terminate the filibuster, the second vote that we will take will be to open up the country. It'll take 10 minutes and the country will be open.
Okay, but let me just get into that real quick. I had to. I normally said I got 5 on it, but I have to remember because I want to make a point of this. Understand this. If there was no filibuster, imagine what Joe Biden could have done. That's why there needs to be a filibuster, even if we get stressed out, even if we get to times where it's like, oh my God, it's just hard right now. We have to think about what other parties and what their practices may do when they are in control of the House and the Senate and the minority. And yeah, we're going to be have trouble because we're not going to be able to vote collectively. That's what I mean by it. You can't do it. You got to be real careful when it comes down to taking away the filibuster. That's all I wanted to say. Let's keep on going.
Is there any room for bipartisanship? Because it seems like that's the main purpose of the filibuster, is to create some sort of compromise. So
Well, it didn't work, obviously.
So
You're right. That was the purpose of the filibuster, bipartisanship, but that didn't work.
So are you saying the next 3 years in Washington there shouldn't be?
Well, no. If the filibuster is terminated, we will have the most productive 3 years in the history of our country.
And then as soon as they get it back, wham! We did it yesterday. As soon as wham! And y'all gonna be like, oh my God, transgender, blah, 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 books in school. We can't do nothing about it because we can't vote against it. That's what I'm talking about. Ain't nobody hating on your boy because I know y'all love him, but let's call it what it is. Let's keep on going.
If the filibuster is not terminated, then we will be in a slog with the Democrats, and very little for either party will be done. So
not necessarily, because since you said that, I just want to break down that filibuster first and let you guys get it while we being on point. And I might do a whole separate episode about the filibuster because I saw another video that went 5 minutes that I wanted to cover the whole thing. I may be doing whole clips on one video from now on after we do this show because I got a lot more to talk about and a lot more to get into. So let's get into Chuck because he had something to say.
Taking to Truth Social earlier this morning, writing, quote, I am recommending to Senate Republicans that the hundreds of billions of dollars currently being sent to money-sucking insurance companies in order to save the bad health care provided by Obamacare be sent directly to the people so that they can purchase their own much better health care and have money left over. In other words, take from the big bad insurance companies, give it to the people, and terminate per dollar spent the worst health care anywhere in the world.
I know a lot of people are all for that. Take the money from the insurance companies. Y'all definitely for that.
Obamacare. Unrelated, we must still terminate the filibuster. Here to react, Oklahoma Senator and GOP Conference Vice Chair James Langford. Senator, thanks for being here. Let me just get your reaction to what President Trump is really putting out on Truth Social.
Yeah, it's one of the key reasons that we have continued to be able to push back on what Chuck Schumer is trying to be able to peddle. He's saying, hey, let's just do a 1-year extension of these Obamacare subsidies. And the general media gets out there and says, that sounds so reasonable. But what they're really saying is send $40 billion straight to insurance companies that some of them have had between 500 and 1,000% increase in their stock just since the time of Obamacare. So they're saying send all this money to insurance companies and it'll be fine. What the Democrats are not saying is it's pumping money to insurance companies, not to people to be able to help. It's only for about 20 million people, the select group that they have picked. It's not the general population line. Most people's insurance rates are going to continue to go up. Democrats are only trying to subsidize a certain group of folks. It's also funding directly towards abortion. And Democrats won't say this. This was their end around to be able to fund elective abortions by sending money to insurance company, then allowing the insurance to be able to cover abortions as well. So the dutiful media just continues to be able to say this sounds so reasonable from Chuck Schumer, but the facts belie that.
Well, so to be fair, we'll let you hear a little bit of, let our viewers hear a little bit of what Chuck Schumer says he's offering. Listen to this, Senator.
Democrats are ready to clear the way to quickly pass a government funding bill that includes health care affordability. Leader Thune just needs to add a clean 1-year extension of the ACA tax credits to the CR so that we can immediately address rising health care costs. The ball is in the Republicans' court. We need Republicans to just say yes.
Watch his answer.
But Senator, you say no thanks.
Yeah, I say absolutely no thanks. His statement of just Republicans come vote with us, fund abortion from federal tax dollars, send billions of dollars to insurance companies, to just a select group of people, not to help everyone in America, send money to people making up to $500,000 a year. That's what their subsidies for. And also folks on the lower end of it where they're doing zero premiums there. We've actually found there's a tremendous amount of fraud where insurance companies are signing up people that don't even know they have the coverage. So Democrats are saying, let's just keep that rolling. That's working good for us. Let's just keep that rolling. I think the American taxpayer is saying, nope, that's not what we're looking for.
I'd rather not keep that going and investigate that, fix it, but can we open the government at the same time while we looking into what you're saying to see if it's true? Because I'd like to know that as well. But can we open the government first? He's talking about $7 billion the GOP is ripping into the Democrats for costing taxpayers that amount of money so far. Probably much more than that at this point, but we're going to just get right into this. I'm sorry, $7 billion is what they're saying. Let's get on over to this part.
There is going to be a 10% reduction in capacity at 40 of our locations. The administrator is going to tell you that this is data-based. This is not based on what airline travels, has more flights out of what location. This is about where is the pressure and how do we alleviate the pressure. It's going to lead to more cancellations. We're going to work with the airlines.
Yesterday, 20
to do this in
cancellations,
a systematic way. We are concerned about that. But we had to have a gut check of what is our job. Is it to make sure there's, minimal delays or minimal cancellations, or is our job to make sure we make the hard decisions to continue to keep the airspace safe?
And that's Transportation Secretary Sean Duffy on this, day 37 of the government shutdown.
No, 39. I wanted them to hear what was going on with that as far as like what they were planning on doing. I wanted him to hear that. So now we got to keep on moving forward over to this point, which is New York, and they're going to issue federal SNAP benefits. Here we go, y'all. Let's get into it.
Well, good evening. I'm Rob Petrie. Marley is off tonight. We begin with the latest on New York joining a short list of other states who are now issuing SNAP benefits this weekend. Governor Kathy Hochul announcing today that she's directing state agencies to issue full federal SNAP benefits for the month of November, starting Sunday. The governor's announcement comes after a memo from the USDA saying the agency was working to get funds available by today. Earlier today, a federal appeals court denying the Trump administration's appeal of an order requiring the administration to fully fund SNAP benefits. Now, the Trump administration took it up with the U.S. Supreme Court, who granted the appeal about a half an hour ago. So a big question here is, what does this mean for Western New Yorkers who receive SNAP benefits? Our Angelica Gallagher joins us here live in studio tonight. Angelica, you spent the night getting some answers for us. What can you tell us?
This is right
Rob,
now.
Governor
last night.
Hochul says families enrolled in SNAP could see their benefits as soon as Sunday. And we spoke with economics expert Dr. Fred Floss about where exactly the funding is coming from.
It's not unexpected, and it's the right thing to do.
After Governor Hochul Friday ordered state agencies to issue full federal SNAP benefits for New Yorkers in November, we spoke with Buffalo State economics professor Dr. Fred Floss about how this money will get to SNAP recipients.
New York State, as part of their budget, has an emergency food fund as part of it. And this is probably where the governor is going to take her money to be able to pay for November without having to tap into any other budget lines or ask the assembly for additional revenue. So we should be good for November. And we're not the only state that is doing this. There are a number of other states that have either already sent out benefits for November or are going to be.
Floss says despite...
Well, I wouldn't know. Shit, I don't get no damn SNAP benefits. I'm just trying to give everybody information that probably might be getting them SNAP benefits. They're going to be like, I'm sorry, Boogotti, you got the TV show in the morning. This ain't no damn TV show. This is YouTube. I don't get no damn money from doing this. But anyway, for those who get SNAP, you probably want to check your SNAP card and do your boy a favor, because they're already saying it down in the comments. They would like for you to get those likes up, because we're really putting in a lot of work right now. And let's make the ends justify the means by showing a little bit of love and going ahead and getting the likes up. We'd appreciate that. I got a lot more to give you guys. Trust me, we're going to get into it. We're about to get busy right now, because guess who? Guess who? That used to be my favorite cartoon. Thank you for all of the love right here. All I do is take it and I give it right back. That's right, y'all. Let's get on over to Washington, because Marjorie Taylor Greene, she's been asked, have you spoken to Donald Trump about the Epstein files? When you they want to know. People are asking these questions. So let's see what Marjorie actually has to say, because it seems to me, I'm not even going to speak for you guys, it seems like there's a little bit of divide when it comes down to the party, when it comes down to the Epstein files and speaking about it. Let's go. Let's get into you guys. Let's go.
Oh, I told the lovely women that I met that are victims of Jeffrey Epstein, they also say they are victims of another group of men, one that they're afraid to list publicly, and I told them that I'd be happy to read that name on the House floor for them. There hasn't been any movement forward on that. Of course, that's up to those women, and that's their decision. However, I remain steadfast in my belief is that all of this information should be released. No one should be protected. That's completely unfair. And I think it's a failure of administration that they never released it. No one has released this stuff. And so this is something that the American people are extremely angry about. I think it also played a part in Tuesday's election of why some people are just mad and they don't want to go vote. And it's not going away anytime soon.
Have you made your concerns about the Epstein files known to the president directly?
Yes, yes, I have. I don't share my personal conversations with the
I like how terrible they gave you that terrible mic, though.
president, but I did.
His mic is louder than the person that's getting reported on. Dun, dun, dun.
I did express how important it is.
We should be clear, the president has never been accused of any wrongdoing related to Epstein.
You're using a cell
What
phone?
do you say to people, perhaps people in your own district, who feel like his administration isn't being transparent on this issue, and it brings a lot of questions up to them?
I don't really have to explain it. It's pretty much everyone across the board agrees, release the Epstein files. So this is something that I get.
All right. Because I got more on this topic. I can't believe it. Y'all got some terrible ass audio right there. I don't know what was going on with that. That's when I start thinking, hey, what's going on with this? Excuse me. How come all of a sudden when it come down to something like this, y'all want to be all hushy, whatever about it? Now I got to turn down stuff so that the next video I put up don't blast us out. That was crazy right there. They got everything on like blast right now just because of that stupidity right there. Let's keep on moving forward, you guys. Basically what she was saying was she hasn't spoken to the president about it. Let's keep on going. We got to get on over to Miami-Dade deputy was fatally powed in Kendall. And the suspect, it was a targeted, they're saying that this was a targeted attack, you guys. It happened yesterday. This is in Miami-Dade, where a deputy was fatally shot and killed. Suspect targeted attack.
A traffic stop takes a tragic turn after a Miami-Dade sheriff's deputy is shot.
This was yesterday.
Not only a deputy, he's a son, he's a brother, and he is a friend.
His family, friends, and colleagues now coping with the heartbreaking loss, asking for prayers and delivering a message.
What happened to our deputy is not okay.
Tonight, our coverage continues on the death of a deputy.
And this was the moment when the MDSO started saying goodbye to their fallen friend. The body of Devin Jaramillo taken from the hospital to the medical examiner's office. Officials say the suspect who shot him then shot himself and killed himself.
And a second suspect is now in custody. We have team coverage tonight. Samir Epstein, Aaron Maven, and Brett Neese have every angle covered.
But Samir, we begin with you, where the deputy was shot. Samir.
And Louis and Snella, just a heartbreaking situation out here in Southwest Miami-Dade. Underway at this hour, the investigation still ongoing out here. You can see where we're zooming into right now. This is where the deputy, that 27-year-old, was shot earlier today. Sources telling Local 10 that he was targeted out of retaliation attached to a situation that had nothing to do with today. An army of law enforcement members rushing to the 12,000 block of Southwest 128th Street. One of their own shot on the job. Hours prior, in video we are not airing, shows the gut-wrenching moment Deputy Devin Jaramillo and a suspect got into a scuffle. On the ground, Jaramillo attempting to defend himself and arrest the suspect when at least one shot is fired.
Today is not okay. What happened today in Miami-Dade County and to our deputy was not okay. And today will never be okay.
Local 10 sources confirming the 27-year-old deputy was killed in an apparent ambush. Jaramillo was responding to an accident when two suspects arrived to the scene near Southwest 128th Street and 122nd Avenue.
And when he responded there, he was brutally attacked and he was murdered.
Sky 10 above the scene, a sea of red and blue flashing lights, multiple police agencies converging, members of the office visibly emotional but unified. Sources confirming one of the suspects took their own life on scene, the second later turned himself in, while the deputy was rushed to HCA Kendall Hospital, shot in the neck.
Not only a deputy, he's a son, he is a brother, and he is a friend.
He joined the Miami-Dade Sheriff's Office in 2024.
I asked this community to pray for our community. Pray so that we can find a way that things like this never happen again.
All right, let's do that right now. Let's pray for the community. Let's pray for the officer that lost his life, and let's pray for things like that to not happen anymore. Especially, let me tell you one thing about us. When you ask us to do prayer, Lord, we do it right then and there. Amen. We're going to keep it moving, right? Let's go. We got to get on over to New York right now. Start spreading the news. Come on now. We can't stay on that. We got to keep on moving forward. We got to get on over to Brooklyn. Oh, matter of fact, I don't know how I'm going to be. I can't calm y'all down on that because we got this dude that got caught for the 12-year-old yesterday. Yeah, he did some craziness and decided he wanted to put his hands on the 12-year-old. Luckily, the community rallied fast. And they got this asshole. New York, Brooklyn man charged with the number sexual assault of a 12-year-old. I don't even want to say it. I'm going to let them say it. I don't want to say nothing like that out of my mouth. No, but I'm just glad that they got him. Let's go.
We want to start with breaking news out of Brooklyn at this hour where police have arrested a man who they say sexually assaulted a child. Officers just hauled him out of the Special Victims Division in downtown Brooklyn after charging him in the attack on a 12-year-old girl. News 4's Checky Beckford is there.
This was last night, now with
more on how the NYPD tracked him down.
Well, that suspect was let out of the Special Victims Unit here in downtown Brooklyn within the last hour. Law enforcement sources say it was a tip that led to the speedy arrest. And they also say this is not the first time the suspect has been arrested for rape.
Wood chipper, wood chipper, wood chipper on slow.
27-year-old
Watch.
Eric McMichael hung his head low and said nothing as he was let out of the building.
There you go.
His hands
Look at
cuffed behind
Rebecca.
his back. He hit his head behind the passenger seat in an effort to avoid our cameras.
12-year-old.
McMichael's accused of a heinous crime. Police say McMichael, a complete stranger to a 12-year-old girl, grabbed her as she walked into her building at the Cooper houses Thursday evening, throwing her to the ground, assaulting her before running off. Word quickly spread through the East Williamsburg community, outraged by the horrific crime against a child. Police putting out a picture of the suspect, and sources say that ultimately led to the arrest. Sources say the suspect has prior convictions for rape in 2019, burglary, grand larceny, and robbery, for which he is currently on parole. McMichael's charges for this crime include rape, sexual abuse, and endangerment of a child. In downtown Brooklyn, Checky Beckford, News 4, New York.
Now, you guys may think we get money for likes. You might think we get some fame for likes. You might think that we benefit in a big way for the likes that we ask for. We don't. What happens is we able to get those stories out to more people so that they know what happened. That's the only reason why we ask for you to get those likes up. No money. We don't get no money off doing this because we pay clips. Y'all want to see the revenue? I'll be honest with you. So the real reason we do this is because the stories that we compile, I want people to try to take preventive measures from not getting caught up in that, as well as like when it comes down to the scams and things like that, for people not to get caught up in that. So when I say hit the like button, that makes more people come over because YouTube sends up a notification. People come over because they see YouTube sending up that notification. Then you see them in the comments saying, what's going on over here? After they watch the videos with us, they're gonna know what's going on over here. So you just help put some fat on somebody else's brain by hitting the like button. That's the only thing. But if you wanna subscribe to the channel, you can also do that. Become a member of the channel as well. Hit that notification bell down there so that you know when we're on. That's what it does. It lets us know. And now we gotta get on over to Manhattan where several arrests watch your head came from doom 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 bust it boom 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 doom doom ice ice baby. And y'all know where we going. This is a follow-up for the Chinatown story. Remember we went down to Chinatown and we saw all of the people down there selling all the bootleg? Well, I hope that our video didn't have anything to do with this.
At 6 p.m. we're going to start.
I hope our video didn't have anything to do with these arrests the other day. Check it out, y'all. Check it out.
We're going to start with a protest against operations called for precisely 6 p.m. Just a few steps from 26 Federal Plaza.
And all this is happening just one day after the arrest of at least 9 men, most of them street vendors, during a massive deployment of federal agents with heavy patrol agents with heavy weapons and armored vehicles that took place on Canal Street. The protest was called by political leaders and activists.
Luis Alejandro Medina has been following the story and tells us more live from Folly Square. How are things at this time, Luis?
Alejandro, the participants in this demonstration are starting to arrive, carrying signs against Day and this operation that practically began to describe a new story in terms of operations in the capital of the world. This at a time when the director of AC himself acknowledged that there are going to be more operations than in New York against many criminals and undocumented immigrants.
Man, that's messed up. They talking about coming to New York to mess with the criminals and undocumented, y'all. I hope they don't come up to Dykeman and mess with people that be having their stuff and all of that. You know what I'm saying? All up on 204th Street messing with them people over there by Fordham. Y'all shouldn't go over there. Leave them people alone. You know, don't mess with them people. And don't mess with them other people over on. Woo! Oh boy, ain't I a stinker? Yeah. Get him! Get him! I gotta be honest with y'all. Get him! And I'm gonna try to be tranquilo with it because I gotta be nice and I don't want to go too crazy. But I really hope that they don't go by Dykeman or over there by the little Bronx terminal, by that Home Depot. Please don't go by that Home Depot over there on Morris. Stay away from their ICE. Don't do that. Leave these people alone. Let's keep on moving forward. We got to go over to Hawaii, where ICE is raiding some Kauai results. 44 people were arrested due to this right here, you guys. They shouldn't be doing that, y'all. And don't be thinking that I'm trying to tell them nothing like that. No, I'm telling them where not to go and leave people alone. Let me going over there to that Home Depot over there on Morris Avenue, messing with them people.
Following breaking news for you tonight, 44 people were arrested on Kauai in an ICE raid, and this is what we know so far. Several agencies, including Homeland Security, the FBI, and the DEA, executed 6 federal search warrants. There's no word on the exact locations, but we are told that this happened at several residences and one business. Out of the 44 arrests that were made, 2 were suspected to be associated with a foreign terrorist organization called Tren de Aragua. Kauai Council member Fern Holland witnessed some of these raids.
We live in a very quiet area in Upper Kapahi. It's pretty quiet. It's a rural area. And so I could hear steps in the street. So I walked outside and I realized immediately that there was like an entire army of people. It was like there was probably 20 or 30 agents walking up the street. Everybody kind of pulled into the property and started megaphoning the address and then saying like federal warrant or executing federal warrant or something like that. Come out with your hands up.
Yo, they going to Hawaii. Yo, yo, there is no holds barred. There is nowhere that they're not going. Hawaii? You out there thinking, oh, I'm chilling. Next thing you know, federal agent. Ha! Run for the border. Run for the border. Now, let's keep on going. What was that? What's that song? Oh. Deported. Deport them. Deport them. Y'all know that other song we be doing, right? Let's get on over to Chicago, where this is not funny. And I told you guys this could possibly happen if the National Guard was actually deployed. But I don't know. This might call for the National Guard to be deployed in Chicago, especially when ICE agents gets pow-powed at.
Turning back to that breaking news out of Chicago, Customs and Border Protection says agents were shot at while conducting an immigration enforcement operation earlier today. Cameras from our Fox affiliate were there in the aftermath of the shooting. That's the video currently on your screen. There have been weeks of tension in Chicago over the Trump administration's crackdown on illegal immigration, amid a legal battle over whether the White House can send the National Guard there. Former acting ICE Director Jonathan Fahey is with us. Jonathan, so a black Jeep apparently speeds by a bunch of ICE officers. Shots are fired and the Jeep speeds off. What's your reaction?
Like I said, that's what I was always fearful for, because in Chicago, you already know them gangsters is out there and they got that thing. Yeah. So yeah. Always worried about that.
I want to say it would be shocking or something else, but I feel like with all of this rhetoric and all this what's been going on in the last several months with this rhetoric, political rhetoric directed at ICE agents, directed at CBP, it's not surprising that the level of violence against them has risen, and something like this and even something worse than this are bound to happen because of the rhetoric. And the unfortunate thing is these ICE agents are simply doing a job that they're required to do. And these politicians are, elevating themselves, their status within the Democratic Party by essentially tacitly supporting this type of activity.
You see, he start running when he seen that dude get out there with that big old black, that big thing. She's like this, oh, wait a minute, no problem, let me get up out of here. Exactly.
It's a wonder, frankly, that nobody was hurt. ICE agents had to call in local police. Are they allowed or are they not allowed to actually, enforce local law and maybe fire back in a situation like this?
Well, they're certainly allowed to defend themselves and also to arrest somebody doing that, because that would be a federal law violation as well. But it just gets so complicated because you have the locality, Chicago and Illinois as a whole, that are basically fighting against, the governments are fighting against the federal government at every step of the way. So they're really not getting the support that they need.
My question is, should they put a limit or like a barrier or what's acceptable? Because it's not like before where they be out there like, we shall overcome. Ain't like that no more. They up in your face. Then get the camera, you son of a bitch. Oh, how dare you do that? You fucking pig. Yeah. So it's like got 5 people up in your face now. You know, it's kind of going to get you a little stressed out if you standing there, you the Iceman like this, like there should be a barrier or a limit. Like, hey guys, let me tell you something. Now, if you go too far, he can arrest you. And if you do such and such, you can, you know what I'm saying, y'all can do whatever, whatever. Then people need an understanding, but the problem is there is no margin of understanding. People just do whatever they want to do when they're out there on both sides now. On both sides. Let's keep on going now. Are we going right back to Hawaii? We got an informant. Yeah, we going over to the informer. Boom, boom now. Y'all remember him, right? I don't even know his name, but y'all remember when Jim Carrey did it on In Living Color? It was one of the best scenes that I ever seen in my life. And yes, In Living Color is something that I always reflect back to because that was real comedy. Let's get on over to, what was his name, y'all? The one that played Informer. I don't even know what he be saying. And then like Jim Carrey made it like Popeye. He was like, it was hilarious. All right, let's get over to the informer who from Hawaii in a high profile case. All of a sudden, he's missing. And I wonder why he missing, because he snitched on somebody and they told him now, it's gonna probably take us a while, but we gonna get you.
Story, a man involved in a high-profile trial more than 2 decades ago is now missing. Police say 55-year-old Jonathan Manolim hasn't been heard or seen from since leaving his home in Kapolei Wednesday night.
Yeah, multiple sources and a family attorney say the disappearance is suspicious. Nikki Schenfeld reports.
Jonathan Manolim had a long criminal record in the late 80s, 90s, and early 2000s. He was also the star witness in the 2004 Poly Golf Course shooting trial and was an informant for the government. His recordings ultimately led to his family member, Rodney Joseph Jr., and
snitches get stitches. And this is the definition of it. This ain't no old, new school snitch taken care of right here. This is that old school snitches get stitches right here.
Ethan Mota to being sentenced to life in prison, with recordings ultimately led to his family member, Rodney Joseph Jr., and Ethan Mota to being sentenced to life in prison with no possibility of parole.
It was a big deal because, number one, it's something that's frowned on in the West Side, I'll tell you that. And these were family members, at least one. So it was, in my view, it could be a problem down the road. I mean, where, people could be very patient. And payback can be really awful.
Police were seen searching the Pearl City industrial area on Thursday afternoon
That's
with
about right.
canines, drones, and homicide detectives. According to family attorney Michael Green, Manolim's girlfriend said his hearing aid was found in the area and his phone had been pinged there too. Sources tell us 2 bullet casings were also found in the Pearl City area, but no sign of Manolim.
You kind of think the inevitability of for those things to be found, the physical evidence to be found, the blood and the hearing aid and the casings, and not the body being found, that, everybody's thinking about it, but you don't want to say it.
I said it before I even turned the clip on. Let's go. Let's keep on moving forward because I got other stuff to get into. He gone, y'all. He out of here. We're going to pray for that person right there and what happened to him and that he's going to where he got to go to and everybody affected is getting through it. Amen. Keep on. Yeah, come on now. Y'all already know. Out of here. Or, please. How you gonna hear without your without your earpiece? And they don't care about that. Yeah, he got his phone was pinging over there. The casings from the shells and Bill's nut out of there. He gone, y'all. Yeah. What is that? Ruby dead. Ruby dead, y'all. Ruby dead. Let's go on over to LAX airport where passenger planes nearly collide shortly after taking off from LAX. And that's why I ain't getting on no plane no time soon. Y'all know where I got that from, right? Ruby dead. tell Miss Payne, Ruby dead. Let's go.
More trouble in the skies. Two planes that had just taken off moments apart from LAX ended up on a collision course with each other.
The close call happened over the Pacific, and by some accounts, the pilots only had seconds to take evasive action.
I got to go there real quick because they say I don't talk about white women. They always say I'm breaking on black women, so I'm going to go there. Now, I know I love y'all, right? But we got to go there real quick. What's going on with this weave she got on over here? What's the name of that movie? The alien movie where the lady was like, and she had the big weave on or whatever like that for some reason. What is it? Monsters? It was something about space and monsters. I swear to God, I don't want to swear, but you looking like that little alien monster with that big weave on your head. I see the weave. Don't try to hide it. You're unbelievable. It's unbelievable. Biggie Smalls is the illest. All right, y'all. For all the people that say I don't snap on white women, there you go. There was the jokes for the white woman. Let's go.
CBS LA reporter Lori Perez is live at LAX tonight. And Lori, what have we learned?
Well, we have learned that this was very close to being a very serious
The Fifth
accident.
Element.
It happened just moments after the planes left the runways here at LAX. Experts say it looks like it was pilot error corrected, thankfully, by air traffic controllers. But this will not help public perception right now that flying is less safe as the government shutdown continues and there are massive staffing shortages in the nation's
I'm
airports.
not getting on no plane.
I was like, oh, a left-hand turn. Well, that's interesting because we just don't see that. And it kind of made me think, like, what's going on?
Kevin Ray has seen thousands of planes take off and land. His YouTube channel, Airline Videos Live, streams them from LAX weekly. And he was rolling last Friday as two passenger jets took off. This one, an ITA plane headed to Rome. This one, American Airlines bound for JFK. He thought something was strange with the ITA flight. And moments later, near catastrophe in the air as the planes reportedly came within seconds of colliding.
And it immediately made a left-hand turn, basically over Dockweiler Beach, which is not something you would see unless it was approved by ATC. Basically, he's making a left-hand turn heading in the direction of the American A321.
VAS Aviation on YouTube obtained the air traffic audio and married it to a simulated air traffic controller radar scope they created. The movement of the planes is based on real-time GPS tracking. On the top of your screen, ITY 621 is ITA Airlines Flight 621, heading to Rome. Below it, AAL4 is American Airlines Flight 4, heading to New York.
Tower 61, have you with me?
Watch as an air traffic controller seems to notice something happening with the ITA plane upon takeoff. It's headed in the wrong direction, turning left into the path of the American flight.
Wow.
He orders the ITA pilot to turn right immediately, as another controller warns the American plane to stop climbing. Another jet is in its way, reportedly within 5 seconds of crashing in midair.
American 4 traffic heading to your left, 1 mile climbing out of 1,500 heavy Airbus 330, constantly turbulent.
Because of the government shutdown, the FAA would not provide any information about the close call. But the Milan newspaper, Corriere della Sera, which broke this story, reports the planes were only 1,000 yards away from each other, closing at 250 miles an hour when both pilots took evasive action. Crisis averted, an air traffic controller asked the ITA pilot what happened.
Sorry, Tower 621.
As the tower checked in with
He said, sorry, tower.
American's pilot about the near collision.
Hey, American 4, yeah, sorry about that. The traffic off the north side just turned to the south on their own right in front of you guys. Yeah, no worries. Appreciate it. We noticed that, American 4. And Tower gave you guys a heads up too? No, not really. We just kind of saw them as soon as we climbed up.
Whoa.
Gotcha.
He said the tower told you. He said, no, not really. We just saw them as we climbed up. And I knew, I ain't getting no, just regular like you. Yeah, I ain't gonna, no, I'm not gonna fearmonger, not gonna do nothing crazy. But I think more people should have seen that story. And the way that we get more people to see that story is you guys hit that like button to get more people over here, because YouTube is gonna put up a notification and they're gonna say, hey, what's going on over there? They're gonna click it, they're gonna come in here and say, hey, what's going on over here? And you guys don't believe me? Hit the like button. Watch how many people say, hey, what's going on over here? Because you guys got the power to do that. Let's make the ends justify the means and get those numbers up to get some more of these stories out. We got to get on over to Korea, where 2 men got locked up for trying to kidnap somebody. This guy was a million, what is he? He's valued at $1 million for YouTube. He's like a millionaire YouTuber. Check this out, you guys. I guess they found out where he was at, tried to get up on him or whatever like that, but guess what? Didn't work out for them. Let's go. Famous YouTuber, they tried to kidnap him.
1030s have been arrested for allegedly kidnapping a famous YouTuber from an apartment parking lot in Songdo, Incheon. The suspects were taken into custody on charges of attempted murder and unlawful detention. On the weekend, the two allegedly kidnapped a man in his 30s who runs a YouTube channel and assaulted him with a blunt object multiple times. They then forced him into a car and drove about 200 kilometers to Kumsan, South Chungcheong province. The victim was later confirmed to be Sutak, a game YouTuber with 1 million subscribers. The YouTuber, who had a financial dispute with the suspects, reportedly called the police in advance and told authorities about the state of affairs as a precaution. Officers tracked the vehicle employed in the kidnapping using CCTVs and arrested the man about 4 hours later. YouTuber Sutak suffered serious facial injuries, but is not in a life-threatening condition. Sutak's agency Sandbox Network stated on Wednesday, Sutak is currently hospitalized, awaiting surgery, and focusing on treatment and recovery. Sutak requested us to convey his sincere apologies for causing concern among his fans due to this incident. The company added, we'll engage in all necessary measures, including legal action, to resolve this incident smoothly and to protect our creator.
Man, we don't want to get that big. They would try to come kidnap your boy. They'd be like, yo, where Bugatti at? The bottom line, what happened to Bugatti? I don't want to get that big, yo. They try to come kidnap your boy. I'm straight. I'm good. Let's get on over to... I could be a preacher right now. Everybody always try to say I'm a preacher, a reverend on Sunday. So let me just get into that mode right now. But the sad part about this story is in Memphis, Latasha Daniels is found guilty in a pow-powing of a Memphis pastor. Don't even want to say that word, y'all. Let's get on into it real quick. Reverend, they took you out. So sorry about that. But his mistress is the one that did it. And she took out the wife. Let's go, y'all.
Jury find the defendant guilty of second-degree murder.
A week-long trial comes to an end with a guilty verdict as Latasha Daniels is convicted of second-degree murder in the death of Pastor Brodus Perry. Good evening and thank you for joining us. I'm Greg Hurst. A jury
How they dead wrong like that for doing the pow-pow sounds at the end of that? We heard that.
delivered the verdict a little after 6:30 tonight, finding Daniels guilty on 2 counts of the indictment and not guilty of the third. WRHG's Raven Copeland has reaction.
A jury of your peers has found you guilty.
After 2 hours of deliberations, a jury found Latasha Daniels guilty in the shooting death of Brodus Perry and the...
Damn, 2 hours? All they did was walk in there and say, yeah, guilty. Come on, let's get up out of here. 2 hours? Damn, they didn't even have no question of what you did, huh?
shooting of his wife Tabitha in 2019. Daniels was found not guilty of employment of a firearm during a felony. The 46-year-old was convicted of second-degree murder and reckless endangerment. Throughout the trial, Daniels' attorneys never denied that she shot Perry or his wife, but said it was a crime of passion fueled by Perry's alleged manipulation.
That's why we did push for that voluntary manslaughter and the reckless endangerment, because she was under such emotional distress when this happened that she was not thinking clearly.
Motherfucker, I told you, get out here, because if you don't or you in there with that itch, pow, 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 boom, boom, boom. And then now all of a sudden, oh, it's a crime of passion. She was in love. I'm so sorry that this happened. I feel so sorry for both of them. Yeah, right. How you know she ain't go over there like, yeah, you know your man and me, we've been getting it on for such and such. You know what y'all know what I'm saying. I'm just saying it could have happened that way. Let's look at this from many different angles, you guys. That's all. That's how I like to look at things, from more than one angle. Jawaka Tima went on over there with her bonnet on. Yeah, girl. Oh, you think I ain't going over here? And she walking like this with the slippers on? Shit, I'm going over here. Shit, bitch. Think I'll tell you about your man. Huh? Oh, you don't think I know about your man? Yeah, you know what I'm talking about, y'all. Y'all know what I'm talking about. Y'all know what I'm talking about. Or it could have went the other way. Oh, you lied to me. I fell in love with you. How dare you? Pow, 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 pow. Oh my God, you just killed my husband. What, bitch? Pow, pow. It could have went so many different ways, but I think the first way probably got something to do with it. Let's go. Oh my God, I was just crying my passion. Y'all know what happened when keeping it real go wrong. Y'all seen the Dave Chappelle episodes.
However, the prosecution argued that Daniels' decision to purchase a gun and drive 2.5 hours from Arkansas to Memphis was proof of premeditation.
We had proved that it was a knowing killing of another person, but we just didn't quite get there on premeditation.
Yeah.
And like I said, we can disagree with it and respect it both at the same time.
Bitch, I will go buy a gun and come blind. Y'all motherfuckers. You think I won't? Shit.
After Friday's verdict,
She
your
would.
news leader asked the defense how Daniels felt after her conviction.
I think she's a little bit in shock. I think she's struggling with the idea that she's going to probably have to spend at least another decade in prison. But I think she also understands that, you know, this happened for a reason.
Reporting for your news leader from 201 Poplar, Raven Copeland, WREG, News Channel 3.
That's the part that people need to show. I need to record this and that need to go viral. The first part with her. God damn it. I told you what? I'm messing this whole thing up. I don't care. I don't care. Fuck that. Fuck that. And get over there and pow, 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 right? And then her friends is like, yeah, girl, you need to go handle your business because you ain't need to be having nobody treat you like that. Yeah. Their neck always got the bounce to the neck and the side, right? And then they friend over there cheering them on for the nonsense or whatever like that. So they need to show that part and then click. Look what happens to the crying part when she's walking out because she got so much time that she don't know what to do.
On Poplar, Raven Copeland, WREG, News Channel 3.
Now the prosecution and that's the one that people need to see. That clip right there, the rubber necking in the beginning, and then the other part. Because then that go from, oh, that's what's going to happen. See, because me, I used to be like that. I used to always be getting mad, get into a fight. Next thing you know, win the fight. Win the physical fight. Next thing you know, it was him. Where y'all think I got it from? It happened to me when I was a kid. Won the fight. Next thing you know, it was Bugatti. I'm like this. Man, excuse me, sir. Can you put your hands behind your back, please? I'm looking at the dude like, yo, you serious? You snitching mother. Of course, ain't getting no charge or nothing crazy like that. Never did any jail time, no felonies or nothing like that. I was a kid when that happened, but I learned from that. Even these guys out here selling wolf tickets and telling you all this stuff that you're gonna do when you win the fight, it's him over there with the police. It was him. And you looking at them like, yo, this dude was acting mad hard, but you the one that's like this now. So that's why I say sometimes you win the fight, but you lose. So don't even get caught up in stuff like that. You got to learn from your mistakes very early. Let's get on over to United Kingdom, where Andrew should have learned from his mistakes, because guess what? You know what happened, how this all started? So how did it happen to Andrew? Well, it's now reported that furious Princess Kate and Queen Camilla joined forces to get Andrew's name taken away. That's what we got to get into, y'all. We're going to get into this heat and start talking about Andrew, get on some Jeffrey Epstein stuff.
Sophie, great to
Let's
see
go.
you. Thanks for joining us here on Outsiders as always. Now, let's have a little bit of a chat about the man formerly known as Prince Andrew. You know, what's the mood in Britain? What's happening? You know, is there a kind of mob thing going, yes, this is fantastic? Are people sad about what's happened to the fall of this guy? I mean, he was a hero during the Falklands. Did King Charles have to kind of, is this a family thing? Is it a reputational thing? What's your take on it, Sophie?
I think all of the above.
Yeah, great to be with you guys this morning. Look, it's been an absolute shambles here in the UK. Just today in the Daily Mail alone, there were 15 pages of content dedicated to the fallout from the former Prince, now Andrew Mountbatten Windsor, and the disgraced prince now that he's being referred to. The scandals surrounding him have just kept growing and growing, and the headlines have just kept coming and coming, and this has not subsided. The mood in Britain really is that they've had a gutful keep having to stop myself from saying Prince Andrew. They've had a gut full of Andrew, and they're angry. They feel like he has been protected. He has lived in, this lavish mansion, this 30-room mansion on Windsor Estate with peppercorn rent. He's been protected because of who he is. But finally, the axe has fallen, and now he's been told to get out of the Royal Lodge. He's been told to pack his suitcases. He's had his titles stripped, and he's really been sent to the doghouse, and it's going to be incredibly hard for him to redeem himself. And definitely the mood when I talk to the Brits here on the ground, they are angry, and they dislike him now, remarkably, it seems more than Meghan and Harry.
Well, that's a lot of things. Wow. Well, I mean, we are learning some of the allegations here, Sophie, that are appalling. Orgies on Epstein's Island, all sorts of alleged antics in Thailand, just quite reprehensible. And there's also been...
I don't know if you guys heard about that. The Ills Norgies in Thailand. Yeah, they got more stuff on Andrew than they're just bringing up here. And they found out a lot of other underage stuff has been accused on him. And that's why Congress wants him. Let's keep going.
Reports, which I'd love you to expand on, that Princess Catherine has had a role to play in stripping Andrew of his title and just really ostracising him from the family. And she has been particularly disgusted by what she has learned.
That's right, Rita, and it's not only Princess Catherine, it's also Queen Camilla, who is quite furious because they did put out the joint statements, being the Queen and the King. They put out that joint statement on Thursday night here, local time, saying that Andrew had been stripped of his titles, and it dropped here just at 7 o'clock local time. Everywhere. The media was in, panic because they had to change all their newspapers. Yep. It was right on deadline. This was massive news, not only here, obviously, in the UK, but all around the world. But the fallout is massive, and even details now coming out that Andrew will not be moving to Sandringham Estate to live at the private King's residence. Or remember, they was going to let him stay at the other estate because they kicked him out of one. Now they're saying no, they shouldn't even let him go there, so he can't even go there. Estate that he owns until after Christmas to avoid that awkwardness when the royals do travel for their annual Christmas festivities at Sandringham. They go there for Christmas, so it's not good for him to be there. They done kicked him to the side. I'm talking about, Andrew has been stripped. Sarah Ferguson, she's also very much on the outer now. Ludwig, she's had all her associations with the charity work, and she did some very good charity work. They've all abandoned her. So their word is here in the reporting in the UK is that she will no longer live with her ex-husband, and we know that she has lived with him since they've divorced. They've lived together, and she has said they're the happiest divorced couple in the world. Yeah, because you're getting free rent, you're getting money, you're getting able to fly around and being a royal. Yeah. So now you got kicked out, and your wife and your ex-wife got kicked out. But they let the princesses keep their title. We got more to go into because we got more. Is this the Congress? Yeah, they want to get Prince Andrew to testify in the Epstein investigation. They want him in the States. He knows to stay across pond. Let's go, y'all.
Prince Andrew, no more. The British royal officially stripped of his title, now officially known as Andrew Mountbatten Windsor. But despite the government shutdown, US Democrats from the House Oversight Committee now calling for Andrew to appear before them as part of their ongoing probe into the convicted sex offender Jeffrey Epstein.
Our ask is that Andrew has an opportunity right now to come clean about what he may know, about the information he might have about Jeffrey Epstein and Ghislaine Maxwell, and about other people that could have been involved in these horrific actions and crimes.
Buckingham Palace declining to comment. They no longer speak for Andrew.
The Congress development is hugely significant because it shows how seriously it's been taken. My opinion is he'll simply ignore the request by Congress. More embarrassment for the royal family and more embarrassment for him.
Just last week, King Charles stripping his brother of his titles and his home as further questions arose over Andrew's friendship with Epstein. US House representatives citing an email recently released that caused controversy in both the US and the UK. Andrew reportedly writing to Epstein in 2011 saying, "We're in this together and we'll play some more soon." In an interview with the BBC in 2019, he claimed he'd cut ties with Epstein in 2010. In the same interview, Andrew denying ever meeting Virginia Giuffre, who long claimed that Epstein trafficked her to have sex with Andrew.
The details in this book, I don't care what Andrew said. There's no way in the world you can get around what this girl is saying and why she said, even if I don't make it out alive, my book has to come out. And she is no longer here. But this one here, she told a lot on everybody, but she did say names because she didn't want to get in trouble for that. Let's go.
When she was a minor.
I can tell you categorically, I don't remember meeting her at all. I do not remember a photograph being taken. And I've said consistently and frequently that we never had any sort of sexual contact whatever.
But you gave her $12 million in a settlement. And he says he don't sweat.
He knows exactly what he's done, and I hope he comes clean about it.
Giuffre died by suicide earlier this year, but repeated the allegations in her posthumous memoir published last month. She described Andrew as entitled and said he believed having sex with me was his birthright. Andrew's always denied these accusations, but he agreed to an out-of-court settlement with Giuffre in 2022, denying any wrongdoing, but reportedly paying her millions. Andrew's previously been called to assist in the US investigation into Epstein's co-conspirators, and despite issuing a statement in 2019 saying he would be willing to help any appropriate law enforcement agency with their investigations, to date, he's not known to have spoken to any US prosecutors.
How are you going to help them investigate yourself? You crazy? You got to start telling on yourself. Okay, can I get some sort of clemency or some sort of clearance or whatever? You better try to get a deal before he try to go out there talking about getting... Man, listen, we already know the deal with him. If you come across that pond, you're going to get locked up and they might not let you out. I'm telling you, you got to do some deals with the royal government to get you out. Yeah, come on, y'all. We got to get on over to the royal talk. King Charles issues a blunt warning to Prince Andrew's daughters. Okay. All right, I'm going to let y'all keep your titles now, but y'all go ahead and mess this up. You're going to have a problem now. I'm going to tell you now. Don't mess it up for him.
King Charles has warned his two nieces, Princess Beatrice and Princess Eugenie, that they have to stand on their own 2 feet, amid their father Andrew Mountbatten Windsor's latest scandal. Royal author Robert Jobson writes in The Windsor Legacy that the king has confided in his friends that the palace is being run like a hotel and not a very good one, and that royal insiders say that over time this will change. Non-working members of the family, such as Beatrice and Eugenie, will have to pay their own way in a bid to stop them from utilising royal residences as subsidised accommodation. Princess Beatrice resides in a farmhouse in the Cotswolds with her husband and their kids. However, she divides her time between the countryside and a state-funded flat in St James's Palace in London. Her younger sister Eugenie splits her time between Portugal and the UK alongside her husband Jack Brooksbank. When in the UK, the youngest daughter of Andrew Mountbatten Windsor resides at the Ivy Cottage, which is located within the grounds of Kensington Palace. It comes as their dad, Andrew, was officially stripped of all his titles and honours after King Charles issued a letters patent under the Great Seal of the realm. The disgraced royal has agreed to vacate Royal Lodge after 22 years and is set to move to the King's private Sandringham estate in Norfolk sometime in the new year as he begins his internal exile. His ex-wife Sarah Ferguson, who has lived with him at Royal Lodge since 2008, will also now need to sort her own living arrangements after being officially cut.
So you done got everybody kicked out and put to work. The king done put everybody on SNAP benefits. The king done put everybody on SNAP benefits over there. He said, look here, y'all too, if y'all want to stay doing what y'all want to do, we're going to need y'all to step up in y'all role responsibilities and actually act royal and get to work. Because if not, we're going to need to take that SNAP benefit card back from you. How you got both princesses and both of them are married and both of their husbands live with them on the king's dime? I don't blame that. I feel the same way that they do. What their husbands do, what's your job? You just sit back, kicked up, drinking up all the Capri Suns, whatever like that. You ain't got no money coming in, homeboy. They'll take care of your wife. You done married a princess. You should have something going on. Come on, let's keep on moving. You know, what they probably think is like, hey, we marry a princess. Don't have to do no work no more. Wrong, wrong, wrong. Because the king is saying, get to work or get to stepping. Double tap that screen or get those likes up. We're going to get over to Florida, Dixie Hills, where there's always something going on in Florida. And they always come through with a good clip and some good videos for us. This woman may be charged, maybe, for throwing hot coffee on a lady at McDonald's, the manager. She is lucky that it wasn't another person, maybe a sister, Jawaka Tima. Because let me tell you something, you throw that coffee on the wrong person, oh boy, it ain't gonna be as nice as what happened in this clip. Especially, I'm gonna just put it like this. Let me let you guys see what's going on to make your own determination. I know one thing about me. You throw some hot coffee on me, we're gonna have to get it on.
Police have identified a woman who was seen in a video tossing hot coffee onto the manager of a mid-Michigan McDonald's. The incident happened on Tuesday morning at the McDonald's in Buena Vista Township on Dixie Highway. The video is just really hard to believe. It was released by police showing the woman complaining about the slow service, and when the manager handed the customer the coffee, the woman threw it on her. The manager screamed as she was hit with the scalding hot coffee. Police put the video out to try to identify the woman, and they now know her identity, and it's possible she will face a criminal charge. Police have identified a...
What do you mean possible? I put it like this. I know if she ever come in that McDonald's again, if I'm in there, we're going to have to get it on. She done burnt up her old home. You see all that coffee or scalded that lady home. That was bad right there. That was crazy right there. You seen that? That was crazy. Let's keep on moving forward, you guys, because we got... Oh yeah, we got two people. Oh boy. I need you guys to do me a favor though. Can we get the likes up, double tap that screen and get those likes up to get more people over here? If you have not already subscribed to the channel, what are you waiting for? Become a member. Hit that notification bell down there so that you know we're on, because it ain't over. Thought y'all ain't like the beat. It ain't over. Party ain't over. Groove me. Ow. Baby. Ow. Tonight, let's go. We're going over to Arizona, where two people got arrested for trying to sell somebody's house that they did not own. Let's go, y'all. Let's see how they set them up on this one. You know how we always like to see when people get set up for trying to do slick stuff? Well, guess what? We got one.
His home was almost sold, which would be great, except that he didn't know anything about it. Scottsdale police claim two women forged documents to obtain the home's title and then tried to sell it as quickly as they could. 12 News journalist Chase Golightly spoke exclusively with the real estate investor who was part of a sting operation to arrest these suspects. And Chase, it's kind of scary how easy it was for these thieves to pull this off.
Mark, and it was really close to coming through. The true homeowner asked to remain anonymous, but told me he was notified by the county recorder that his home title had transferred to someone he had never met before. He also said the suspects even changed the locks so he couldn't get inside. When did those red flags start to pop up for you?
Almost right away.
John Rowan has 22 years experience as a real estate investor, buying homes, fixing them up, and then selling them. Last week, he got one of those calls.
She had an inherited house that she had acquired from a family member.
That woman was later identified as Jennifer Greer, wanting to sell the house as fast as possible for cheap. Rowan says he offered $500,000 for it, which she quickly accepted.
That was odd, that everything was happening very, very fast. So that's a sign that something's wrong.
He also said Greer's story changed, that it wasn't her house, but her friend Rachel Cassette's, whose name was in fact on the title. But when Rowan asked to speak with Rachel,
she kept avoiding letting me talk to this person.
Rowan really started getting suspicious, having his title representative take a closer look at the deed. When the rep learned that the title wasn't in the correct form and had just recently been transferred from the original owner, Rowan then called that owner and asked if he did give up the house.
And he's like, oh my gosh, no. It was a very, very scary situation for him.
Arrest documents showed the real homeowner had no idea who Cassette was and never transferred the title to her. Turns out those documents given to Rowan were forged, but still accepted by the Maricopa County Recorder's Office.
Wow.
Potentially costing Rowan and the actual homeowner $500,000 each if this sale went through.
It's going to be a financially devastating situation.
They both called Scottsdale police, who asked Rowan to be part of a sting operation to arrest Cassette and Greer. When the suspects went in to sign the transaction forms,
She saw the police and just immediately ran.
officers chased after both and arrested them. It turns out both had previous warrants out for their arrest.
Got him. But we can put the handcuffs in the front for you because you're a little chunky. I don't want to make your shoulder get dislocated. Okay, hon?
I felt like vindicated that we got this person off the street.
Both now face felony charges related to fraudulent schemes. Now, I did reach out to the Maricopa County Recorder's Office about this whole situation. I haven't heard back at this time. Now, Rowan told me he has seen similar schemes like this before. He recommends anyone with a home to register with the county's title alert system, which will notify you if anything happens with your title, including if it's transferred.
You see, stuff like this. That's the reason why I like for you guys to come over. You can watch these shows, learn how what people are doing, and try to prevent it from happening to you. You see, they try to get up out of there. Little chunky, you ain't going nowhere. Get your behind over here. She wasn't going nowhere. She's like, okay, y'all got me. What you was going to buy? Burgers? Come on now, stop it. Trying to rip somebody off for their house. Look, got him. Got him, and it wasn't the back, so we're gonna do it the other way, y'all. Watch your head. You still get to watch your head though. Watch your head, and now you got the cuffs in the front of you. So now you can see the cuffs as you driving behind everything, looking at the pizza shop. You see the McDonald's. You think, oh my God, I would love to have just a cup of McDonald's, anything right now. Then you look down at those cuffs and you realize you've been locked up for doing some nonsense. Let's keep on moving forward, you guys, because like I said, it ain't over. Sad story in Florida, in Tampa. We got a car that rams a crowd and took out 4 people, injuring 11. I got to get these stories out. Yeah, we got the funny stuff, but we also have the real stuff that we got to get out to you guys. Check this out.
And welcome back in here to Live now from Fox as we continue to follow some breaking news out of Tampa. A devastating scene in that region overnight. In Ybor City, 4 people are dead and 11 others hurt after a speeding driver lost control and plowed into a crowd of pedestrians. Police say it started as a reckless driver being tracked by their air unit and ended when that car crashed right into a popular bar along 7th Avenue. Fox 13's Regina Gonzalez live there at the scene this morning. Good morning to you, Regina. And it looks like it is still a very active scene.
It is, Christy. Good morning to you. That's right. It has been hours since this happened in the middle of the night at this point. But as you can see behind me, still a very active, much less heartbreaking scene. If you're familiar with Ybor City here in Tampa, very popular spot to go out, especially on a Friday night. Everyone was just out here walking, having fun, and then tragedy happened. Now, we could tell you that the establishment behind this City of Tampa police car, they've kind of blocked the scene, but the car crashed into a crowd of pedestrians before smashing into the front of a place called Bradley's on 7th, which is kind of a bar, nightclub. Damn. Again, very popular spot, especially on a Friday. Now, Tampa police in a press conference a few hours ago say this all began just after 12:30 this morning when their air unit spotted 2 cars racing on some local streets a couple of miles away from this area. One of them then merged onto the highway, I-275 southbound, and TPD's air service began tracking it from above. It exited off a downtown interchange exit and then headed this way. That's when Florida Highway Patrol troopers got involved. They were basically the closest units. They tried a pit maneuver, but it was unsuccessful because of the driver's high speed. Troopers say they disengaged for safety reasons. And then moments later, investigators say the vehicle continued east into Ybor City here, speeding down busy 7th Avenue and right near North 15th Street where we're standing, lost control, slammed into a crowd and the front of Bradley's on 7th. And that's when witnesses like Howard Hopkins, who you're about to hear from, say chaos erupted and officers rushed to help.
I was right there about to sit down with the pizza and it just happened. Tables went everywhere, chairs went everywhere. Some bodies went everywhere. It was pretty bad.
Now, police say 4 people who were all over the age of 20 were killed. 3 here at the scene, 1 later at a local hospital. We know 11 others were injured. One is in critical condition. Tampa Police Chief Lee Burkow called this a senseless tragedy and say both TPD and FHP are committed to getting justice for the victims and their families. Now,
Terrible, terrible, terrible. 4 people lost their lives because of what? It started off as some dumb street racing and they didn't want to get caught. Oh man, let's pray for the souls of the 4 people that lost their lives in this tragic event, as well as the 11 that are hurt. And the one that's in critical, Lord, please let's help him get out of there, him or her, and with great flying colors, as well as 100% recovery. We ask that today. Amen. We have to keep on moving forward to Toronto. I feel sorry for this lady here. It's another case of a woman homeowner in a neighborhood with no security that decided not to have a pit bull. Sorry to say it, man. Sometimes you need a pit bull or 3. I'm telling you, after all the work that she now says that she can't even live, she said, I can't even lie, I can't live here anymore. She gutted out the home, she made it look nice for her family, and then she had this happen to her, where all of a sudden some guys just decided to come onto her property. I don't even want to say it. I'm gonna let you guys say it, because I don't even want to, I feel sad about this story right here. I want you guys to see this.
Are you surprised that didn't deter them? Like, you did all the security, you had all the safety.
Yeah, but I realized that they don't care about this.
Mariam Alavi Nassab brought her 2 daughters to Canada from Iran 7 years ago. She bought a home near York Mills in Leslie, which she gutted and redesigned herself. But last Wednesday, her dream home became the scene of a traumatic home invasion.
Just like The Purge.
A real-life nightmare she won't soon forget.
I can't live here anymore.
It was 3:40 a.m. when four masked suspects got in through her back patio doors. They went upstairs and into her 12-year-old daughter's bedroom, where Alavi Nassab was asleep next to her child on a mattress on the floor.
I remember that somebody, put the gun on my neck and asked me, where is the safe? 2 men came to my daughter's room. It was the scariest moment.
Alavi Nassab says given English is not her first language, she was confused. She eventually understood and told them there was no safe. But not believing her, they took her into her closet, which had already been ransacked. Then down to the main floor and to the garage, looking for a safe. The chaos all captured on video surveillance.
But they couldn't believe me, and they keep hitting me with the gun and, hurt me and, asking me where is the safe.
After 6 minutes inside, the intruders suddenly left, making off with handbags, jewelry, and money. They did not take the Range Rover, despite the fact Alavi Nassab says she offered them the keys. She then learned her 18-year-old daughter, who had been pretending to sleep, had called 911 while the thieves were downstairs.
She went to her bathroom and locked the door and called 911. But she said that she stays in the line nobody answered the phone.
For how long?
4 to 5 minutes, or maybe 3 to 4 minutes. I don't remember exactly, but
she was on hold.
She was on hold. No one picked up the phone.
Alavi Nassab is also upset that no one from police has offered her family support, except for the day of the crime.
I moved here for a better life, for a safe life, and I don't feel safe anymore. And I was thinking that maybe somebody calls me and asks me, do you need anything? Do you have any place to go?
In a statement to Global News, Toronto police say the 911 caller was answered after being in the queue for exactly 2 minutes. Officers were immediately dispatched and arrived 5 minutes later. Police say victim services was offered, and investigators will be following up with the family to ensure they have the support they need.
Get the hell out of here. Stay the hell away from me. F y'all. Honestly, fuck y'all, man. Talking about after the fact. That's what I'm talking about. This after the fact nonsense that keeps on going on, where people are hurting out here and something like that happens. You guys believe that crap right there? That's why, yeah, look at that, not release. What you said, Sagani, is crazy right there, you guys, crazy. My chat just fell out, but I'm going to keep on moving forward, you guys. I don't know what you guys think about that, but this is a terrible situation that I think that should have never happened. And I can see why she doesn't want to live there anymore. I wouldn't want to live there anymore after gutting out the place, having somebody put their hand around your neck and like forcing you and all of that. That's crazy right there. Let's keep on moving forward to a better story. First of all, I want to pray for her. I want to pray for strength for her and her family and her daughter. And I want to thank God that nothing else worse happened to those people in that home, because it could have got terribly worse. As long as they took some stuff, whatever. If she wants to sell that home, fine. They can get out of there. But just want to pray for the family and hope that they get strength and she gets some help during this tragic situation. Amen. Keep on moving forward, you guys. We got to get on over to Memphis, because this boy thanks President Trump for deploying the National Guard, says he finally can go outside without worrying about crime. Check this out. This little boy basically, that's who we need to speak to. Let's speak to the kids and like the little ones that's talking about stuff, instead of us always, talking about older people or whatever. I think the kids are more innocent, and they basically can say they can say the truth about what's going on out here. I want you guys to see this situation right here, because this is a pretty good one right here. I want you guys to see this right, because this is coming directly from a little boy. Check this story out right here. When I get my chat back, let's go.
That sweet boy Braylon and his mom Delicia join me now. Hey there, Braylon. I loved your video, and I just want to know, what was life in Memphis like before the National Guard?
Well, it's been pretty dangerous. I couldn't really go outside or play. And generally, whenever I turned on the news, there's been lots of reports of shootings in my area. So,
yeah, that's very scary. I can't imagine what that's like. And Braylon, what's it like now that the National Guard's there?
Well, it's been pretty peaceful now. I just kind of made it a thing for me to go outside and also practice
He made
my
it a
trumpet.
thing for him to go outside,
And
finally.
I feel like the crime rate has just slowed down a little bit more.
The trumpet. Delicia, you have a seriously impressive son playing the trumpet. That is amazing. Delicia, what's it like from your perspective? I'm a mom, and I can't imagine if my little kids couldn't go out and play.
It's been truly a wonderful experience. It's been well over a month now. And like I said, it's been a thing for me and my children to go outside and play. I've had tea on my porch, which again wasn't something that I could do at first. And we're just grateful for that, just to be able, to have just that moment of peace. It's been great. And, just being able to do new things and, it's like I said, overall, it's just been a wonderful experience.
That's great. And Braylon, have you gotten to meet any of the National Guardsmen or women?
Well, I've actually met some at my school for Career Day.
Wow, were they nice?
Yeah, they were nice. They told us everything that happens at the National Guard.
Okay. And I understand Team Trump has reposted your video. And, Delicia, I just want to know, if you were ever invited to go to the White House, would you go to the White House with Braylon if that opportunity ever came?
We would absolutely love the opportunity. We would love that. He's been the most actionable president that we've had in our time. And just for, my son, because this was something that he chose to want to do and give his experience on, he would love that. We would love that, actually.
Braylon,
Yes.
what would you say to President Trump if you ever saw him?
Well, I just wanted to give my thanks to him for sending the National Guard here, because, as I stated before, I feel like the crime rate has really slowed down. So I just wanted to give my thanks to him.
Yeah. Braylon, you are amazing. And Delicia, I hope one of my kids can play the trumpet one day. You're a great mom, and you guys are doing a lot of good. So thank you.
Thank you
What
so
do you
much
guys
for
think
having
about
us.
that?
He's absolutely great, a super smart kid,
I can
and
tell.
he's an excellent trumpet, a great trumpet player. So yes, he's been able to utilize his time now to become better, and he's doing that outside, and the neighbors are actually loving it. We just got a text the other day to tell them to keep going, so our neighbors are hearing it. It's just been a really happy community, guys.
Okay, so my question is this, and I got to do it to y'all. I love to do this. This is my fun part. Everybody that's always saying, yeah, but you're watching Fox. Fox News, Fox. Is the little boy lying? Did Fox pay them to do this? Huh? Exactly. Stop the crap about worrying about what the platform is. Get the fat for your own brain. Are those people not saying, hey, Braylon, go with the trumpet. Go for it. Always worrying about, oh, why are you watching Fox? We watch everything over here. Fox, BBC News, NBC, CBS, ABC, Forbes. I watch everything. And guess what? All of them got some shh with them. So what we do over here, we grown folks, we figure it out up here and we say, okay, that's true. Let's investigate that. And we don't worry about the network. We just watch and get in with the news. Let's go, y'all.
Delicia, you are a fantastic mother. I can sense that. And Braylon, you are so smart. Thank you both for being here. It's really an honor to have you.
So yeah, Memphis, it looks like they got a little bit more calm down there where they can actually go out and be around the people and mill around and not have to worry about, getting powed on their porches anymore. I think that's a good thing right there. I really do. Because of the fact that these people actually live in the place where there's always a lot of hoopla where they're talking about, oh, don't send them down here because this. And then you got somebody that's actually down there thanking the president for something like that. What do you guys think about that? The little boy ain't lying. You calling the little boy a liar now? You calling Braylon a liar? I dare you. You better not be calling Braylon no liar now. You better not be calling him that, y'all. Don't worry about no likes. Don't worry about all the nonsense, y'all. Y'all want to keep going? We're going to keep on going because I got something for you. I don't even want to stop right now. Let's go. I want to bring some laughter and some love into your life. Y'all ready for this? I want y'all to see something going on right here. Matter of fact, I'm not putting up no erders. I want you guys to see somebody get saved right now. I forgot all about this, and I think that this is a great thing right here. Let me see if I could find it for you guys. Please let me find it. Please let me find it. I want you guys to see this right here. Come on, come on, come on. Okay, here we go. Got it, got it. Let's go on over to Clearwater. A man got pulled from a burning car in Clearwater, Florida by bystanders. Check this out, you guys. Want you to see this. Now, if he wouldn't have got out of there in time, it could have got bad. It seems like nowadays we got to help each other. So I guess that's the man that pulled him out of there. Corvette. Hey, 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 hey. Probably can be salvaged. What are you doing? What are you doing? What are you doing? Use the button. It's already, you already got it. You got the fire out. What are you doing? Let me stop over here. You know they ain't thinking about none of that. Homeboy like, don't worry about that car, man. May have full coverage. May have full coverage upon that car. My life is more important. Perfect example right there. In that type of instance, you guys, I know y'all understand what I'm saying. What's more important, the car or your life? How about that? Get the insurance later. I know a lot of people looking at that like, oh my God, like I was. Look at what they're doing in that Corvette. Let the people at the dump worry about that. Whoever wanted to scrap it. Let's keep on moving forward, you guys. I want you guys to see this dog right here that they're saying that they're trying to study. This dog is so rare that Cornell wants to study her. Let's get this screen open. And when I tell you this one got an overbite, she looked like this. She's looking like Milo in The Mask. When Milo put the mask on, remember that? I know we got I told you, Jim Carrey fan over here. She looked just like Milo. Watch this out. Yeah, watch this, y'all. Never seen a Dracula dog before.
What makes her different is exactly what makes her unforgettable. This is the journey of Na. When most people first meet Na, they don't know exactly what to think. She looks unlike any other dog in the world. Her eyes never fully close, her teeth are always showing because her lips don't cover them, and she has little to no hair. At first glance, some might even find her unusual or different in a way that makes them stare. But when you look past appearances, you discover a story that is so deeply touching that it can change the way you think about love, acceptance, and what it truly means to be perfect.
So check this out now. I might not prefer the dog, you might not prefer that dog, but what's great about people is there's somebody out there that actually loves that dog. And I'm talking about she ain't got no hair. Look like she got them Dracula teeth in her mouth. You know them Dracula teeth they used to buy extra, used to buy them around Halloween, and you put them in your mouth, and your teeth be like this, and you can't really close your mouth because you got the Dracula teeth in there. Well, she got the permanent Dracula teeth in her joints. And Cornell, like I said, Cornell want to study this dog. Look.
Na was rescued from the woods in Puerto Rico, where her life could have easily ended before it truly began. She was brought to safety, cared for until she was strong enough, and then flown all the way to New York City. That's where her forever family, Emily and Sean, first met her. But their first encounter was far from the picture-perfect love at first sight moment. Inside a family restroom at LaGuardia Airport, Na growled at them, uncertain and frightened. She had every reason to be cautious. After all, her journey had been long, stressful, and filled with
Man, y'all better than me.
unknowns.
I love dogs, but come on now.
What makes this story so powerful is what happened next. By 3 o'clock in the morning, after hours of keeping her distance, Na slowly walked over. Emily woke up to find Na smiling at her from the end of the bed, and then running away again like a shy child testing the waters.
Smiling? I don't know about that. Them teeth smiling at me.
That moment was the turning point.
Plus, you waking up out of the bed, and that's the first thing you see at the end of your bed, like this. How you know if this dog's smiling at you or if he's ready to bite you? I don't know. How you know the difference? Please help me out. I don't know.
And if you've ever experienced or witnessed a story of kindness, compassion, or an extraordinary animal of your own, we'd love to hear it. Please share it in the comments below, because every story of love and goodness deserves to be told.
She can't even lick the dog because she can't get her tongue through her teeth. She over there just sniffing his ear. She like this. She want to lick, still want to lick, but she can't because her teeth is so big. She can't even get her tongue through her teeth, looking like Dracula dog. Yeah, but I love animals. I will donate to her fund. I'll buy her cage. I even donate some food, no doubt. But I don't know if I can another person gonna have to tend to that one right there. I got you, but I don't know. Hey, everybody got their preferences here. Y'all know what I'm talking about. Bugatti said the first thing you see when you get out of the bed. Imagine that. Talking about at the end of the bed, smiling at you. How the hell you know that dog's smiling? You wake up, a lovely day. The next thing you know, what the hell is? Oh, that's that damn dog I saved last night. Woo! Lord, oh my God. That's what happened. You'd have jumped damn near through your headboard. If you got one, check this out, y'all. If y'all trying to make some money, all y'all got to do is hit that link in the description. Get to the description, fill out the survey. You guys will make up to, what is that? Oh, $600, $650 today. Yes, we found a lot of good surveys today. You guys will make some money, and I'll make some money too. Also, you got a business. You might be a traveling shoe salesman like Al Bundy. You might be a painter. You could be a carpenter. I don't know what you do. But if you're trying to get your business out there, we're trying to help you. How are we going to do that? You guys are going to send your promotions over to us at our bottom line. We're going to put them up in the post notification area. You just got to be a member or subscribe to the channel. Pick either one. Make sure that you send it over in a 1080 by 1080 size frame. We're going to put it up there for you so that everybody here can see your promo and your business, and you might even be able to get some more business. I used it the other day to put up the Show Your Talent search that we're having where? In Staten Island. That's right, you guys, in Staten Island at Time to Wine. That's located in the Pergament Shopping Center right in Staten Island. If you guys want to come out and taste some of that big drip hard punch, 14% value, alcohol by volume, got to be 21. Meet us at Time to Wine, Wines and Liquors, and we're doing the Show Your Talent search. That's the talent search where Manhattan, Bronx, Brooklyn, Queens, and Staten Island, everybody, each borough gets $250 from every talented person. If you come through and you win in your borough, boom, $250 to you. Bronx, your borough, boom, $250 to you, until we find 5 different winners, one representing each borough. We're going to bring them together for Manhattan for the finale, and you're going to win $1,000. That's right. Say it all again. Each borough, one winner We're going to give you your $250. You got to have talent, and it's not just singing. It's not just dancing. You could come over to me and say, hey, look at this painting. I drew this. Oh, really? Prove that you drew it. If you win, boom, $250 for you. Why? Because talent is not just singing and dancing, and we do not want to limit talent. We want to show love to everybody. That's right. The Show Your Talent Search coming to Staten Island. We're going to be at Time to Wine, Wine and Spirits in this Pergament Shopping Center in Staten Island. That's right, you guys, on the 15th. That will be Saturday the 15th. Myself, BOOGOTTINYC, DJ Don Dada, formerly of Black Ink Crew. We pulling up. We're going to be there. We're going to be going live from there. But if anybody want to be part of that talent show, y'all already see the promo, and y'all know where we're going to be at. Time to Wine, Wine and Spirits, Staten Island, Pergament Shopping Mall, in that location from 1 to 4 p.m. Y'all got to be there because we're going to be there. Hopefully we get a winner. Can't wait to see you guys' talent. Boom, hit somebody with $250, especially in this time. Y'all better come through and sing or do something. See who can get that $250. $250 right about now can help a lot of bills and put some food on that table. So that's why we're doing it, trying to give back to the people instead of worrying about rappers and all of that crap or whatever like that. We give it back to the people. So with that being said, y'all know what today is. It's Purple Sunday. It's Purple Sunday, y'all. We made it another week, but guess what? Tomorrow is my favorite day because y'all got to get back to work and you got to pick up the phone. I'm out of yeah, y'all got to pick up that phone. So we're going to give some prayers going out to Rebecca Lanyon Bueno chiming in from Grand Rapids, Michigan. Who else we're praying for? Jeffrey Spilker. Also praying for Sky. Who else we got up in the building right now? We got Multipass. We got Rebecca Lanyon. There go my brother Luigi. Where's Sam Champion at? I can't forget about Sam Champion. Can't forget about you. Nira Mello. Sky, love you to death. God bless you. Cheryl Weiss. Who we got? King David. Who else we got up in the building that we want to send a nice, strong family, community prayer out for, that we are covered, that we are secured, that we show you love, and that we know that you are here to take care of us and make sure that we make it, Lord. And you've got us this far, and we're going to keep on continuing to show you love, and that's how we do it. And that's how everybody say, we say amen. We're going to keep on moving forward because guess what it is? It's time for me to stack this new deck. Get a new show ready because tomorrow's Monday and I can't wait. And with that being said, y'all could have went anywhere. But the fact of the matter that you came here to chill with me on Purple Sunday, I appreciate you. Hope you enjoyed the show, y'all. Y'all ready? Let's go. Get 'em! Peace.